you know what we on. 2 times that, we ain't fucking down, we ain't seat up. Never folding my hand, you know that is a bet. You not too to the Google to run it with let. Let's get
I want to welcome y'all back, man. It's your boy Q, host of Woo 508. My girl Willette. You've been listening to the Woo 508, Worcester's hottest new radio show on Unity Radio, 97.9 FM, Worcester's Community Connection. Okay, y'all. I told you we have a guest in the building, and I wasn't going to tell you who it was initially, excuse me.
All right.
Tongue twisted a little bit.
Okay.
But we got our man in the building now. So once I say the name, everybody got to give me a round of applause at least.
I know, because we have
we got a lot of people in here. So we got our man DILLY HENDRIXX in the building. Damn,
I'm so sorry. I was thinking to myself, was here?
We got our man DILLY HENDRIXX in the building.
Yes.
Yes.
What's happening, guys? How are you?
Good, man. How you doing, man?
Chilling.
Thank you for coming down, man. We know parking is tough out there.
Nah, facts, but thanks for having me, man.
For sure, man. For sure, man. So we always like to start with just like a simple introduction, man. Let the people know who you are, where you from, what else, and anything else you want to tell them.
I'm DILLY HENDRIXX, and I'm from East Providence, Rhode Island. I grew up out there, went to school, private school actually, but it wasn't like what you would think. It was like, it was very diverse, so it was pretty lit. I liked it. But what was I about to say? I kind of just always been trying to be just me,
For sure.
And I feel like I've never been like outgoing until like I got older and stuff like that.
Right.
I went to school for marketing and management. I didn't even finish because of COVID and stuff.
Yeah, it's tough.
Be tough, but definitely met a lot of great people along the way. A lot of different experiences. Like I feel like I've like lived enough life for like 2 lifetimes and stuff like that. I almost like lost my life at 17.
Damn.
I got hit by a drunk driver.
Wow.
So I have like a different perspective on life and stuff like that. I'm really grateful. And I got into music after because I needed something to fill the void for football because I really liked football growing up. And basically, wasn't 5'6", you feel me? So I'm not that.
That's tough, man. It's tough.
So but like I'm pretty athletic, but I wasn't not going to the league.
Yeah, of course.
But really talented writer. Just I kind of started off like the world's worst rapper for real. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, why would you say that?
Nah, like I gotta be honest, because I worked hard to get to where like I'm at right now. Even though like I still got miles to go, but I feel like I'm
you sound good.
But like I just gotta keep going.
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
for sure.
I can only be better than I was yesterday.
So what age was that when you started like really writing and starting to rap?
Honestly, I've been writing like poetry and stuff like that since I was like a kid, but then like rapping probably like since college, like 18, 19.
Okay.
Yeah, 27 now though.
Yeah.
But like honestly, I didn't really start dropping music until like 2021.
Okay. And what was that like? Like, what was that shift where you were like, okay, I actually want to take this serious. I'm going to start really making music, recording it, putting it out there?
When I was like, I went to school for marketing and management, and this is sort of like a business. Like,
for sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I have fun with it, and like I said, I've had so many different life experiences, and I have different perspective on things. So like, it's like I get to talk about it, express it in like a cool way. I grew up listening to a lot of rap music, so it's cool to like kind of get back and stuff like that, like pay homage, because like I get to like on my tape I'll go over like different samples and stuff like that, just because like I like paying homage to it.
Yeah, cool, for sure. Who are some of your favorite artists growing up?
Honestly, all time or like right? Oh, you said growing up.
Well, yeah. So we'll do all time, and then we'll get into like your influences now too.
Honestly, all time I gotta go Pop, DMX, Drake, Future. My fault. I had to talk in the mic. Really.
Yeah, you good, bro.
Feel me? What was that? 4?
Yeah.
Kodak and G Herbo probably.
Yeah.
4 or 5 for me. Like, those are my like. I kind of mix that in there because like that's what I listen to the most for real. But like, Yeah, Pac was a big one on me, and then DMX is like a core memory to me because like my first memory ever is like being in the back of my dad's car. He had two 12-inch subs.
Yeah.
The intro to DMX.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like 4 years old. Like it just feels like almost like how I dropped into like the interview. I was like, that's how I felt.
Word.
But
Okay. Diverse, I will say. And then I mean, so right now you say you're listening to her Kodak. Do you find yourself like taking any inspiration from them at all in your music, or
sometimes and stuff like that. I definitely like trying to combine like different eras and stuff. I feel like that's where I have fun with it. For instance, like I did a sample over like a New York drill type beat. Mind you, I don't do no drills or anything like that. But like, you know, it's a cool beat. So I went over it with it was like a T.I. sample with the 24s and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I feel like, and like it's like, it has that old school vibe to it, but like the new school vibe to it. So like it kind of has like different appeal.
I got a question for you, right? in terms of just like, this is gonna be like a kind of a broad question with music in general, because you kind of reminded me, because you're talking about the old, you're talking about new. Do you think it's easier now to get on, or harder than it might have been in the past?
That's a great question. Honestly. Honestly, like, that's a great question.
Yeah.
Like, so like basically, I think it's a little bit of both because it's oversaturated now. But if you were really creative then and you had talent and you knew how to market yourself, it was easier to get on. Especially if you know how to market yourself and you had talent. Now it's more like you could just market yourself. Like if you know how to market yourself and stuff like that. That's why I said earlier to you, like it's like a business.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on.
That's a good point you said there, because a lot of the things today it really is just like the marketing. Like the music doesn't necessarily even have to be that great.
Especially with TikTok.
Right. Yeah. But if you market yourself a certain way, you get a certain look, that might just be enough. So
yeah, for TikTok though, like I feel like I never really got big into that because it was so oversaturated from the jump. Like I remember being like in college in 2016 and seeing all the advertisements and stuff. Like they were just constantly advertising, pushing, like almost like how their whole model is now. Like, so it's kind of crazy to see how it goes full circle and stuff like that. But it is a great tool to use. I'm not gonna sit here and doubt that. I definitely need to get more active with it and stuff like that. But it's definitely about finding like how to do the clips a faster way, like clipping your videos, getting just different content out your songs and stuff like that. Or if you have a music video, knowing how to break that up, captioning it, like doing that in a fast, efficient way, especially if you're an artist that's independent and you do this yourself, you know?
Right. And so I was going to say off of that, you don't feel any pressure or anything like that to get on TikTok, or kind of feel like you need it, or...
No, because I've been in so many different places, and it's not about that. Like that's one thing. Like for me, like I say it's a business, but I also like have fun with this. It's something I love to do, so it's like I enjoy it. Like I remember one time I went to what was it? It's a Power 105. Like I went over there. I seen DJ Clue's signed like laptop stand and stuff. I got like, a picture of it. Like that's like stuff like that's cool to me. Like you know what I'm saying? Just seeing those different types of them. They're going to like Atlantic Records and sitting in on some meetings there, and just it's just fun. You know? It's even pushing my music. I remember last year I wanted to get my music played in Quad, like, cause I always fuck with Quad Studios and stuff like that. I always heard about it, and like, it's just. I remember we went to like a listening party, and somebody asked like if I wanted to play like one of my songs. I got to play my song at Quad Studios. Like,
that's dope.
Kidding me? Like that's turnt for a bunch of people I didn't even know, and they liked the song, so that was cool.
Yeah, that's fire.
Well, it's about like moments like that, and then like for instance, like I remember I'm actually in the picture where Drake and Meek Mill dapped each other up after the beef.
What? That's crazy.
I was sitting front row. I could point the flash. I have it in my phone and stuff.
You have to show us that after for sure.
Yeah, for sure. But and then just even I've gotten to see so many of my favorite artists growing up and stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
I've gotten to see Uzi Thug, 50 Cent, Betty Wap, Bobby Shmurda, G Herbo.
Yeah.
I got to be on stage taking pictures. That's another thing. I take pictures too. It's also being like resourceful because I know
Right.
that like I said, I started off as the world's like worst rapper, but it's like you know I work just as hard at my craft, and you know like as I
Right.
did marketing too. Like it's just what I had to do. It's
Yeah.
you know.
So a lot of stuff you do is self-taught. It's just like,
Yeah, and then like outside of like I learned some things in college and stuff like that, but I remember I had this leadership class I was in my freshman year, and it was like filled with mostly seniors, and I got picked by he was actually one of the CEOs at Procter and Gamble. It's like one of the supply chain companies that like makes like Crest toothpaste, like if
Right.
you see a P&G logo.
yeah.
on
Oh
it-
yeah, yeah.
on your toothpaste.
I know the PG.
That's like he was the CEO of that, and he had cancer, and he was teaching our class and stuff like that. And he said to
Wow,
me,
that's
he was
crazy.
like, if you want to like run a business, like it's like you could go to college and learn to work for somebody else and stuff like that. But like if you have it and stuff like that, it's better to go like work for, even if it's not like what you're trying to do yet, like just
Yeah.
work and get money to save up to
Right.
fund what you want to do, and just chase after the dream like that. You know what I'm saying? Like because that's how you're gonna really learn and stuff like
Yeah,
that.
for sure.
Trial and error.
So with every like thing that you're doing, all your credentials, everything like the videography and plus your music, what is the bigger picture? Like, what do you plan on doing with both of those together?
My apologies. Can you repeat that real quick?
No, I mean like on the long run, like are you just gonna be an artist? Are you gonna put videography to the side? Like, what are you gonna do with both of those?
Honestly,
things?
I just do it all. I have fun with it.
Oh, okay.
I'm a creative. Like I do my own cover arts. I do graphic design. I do a little bit of videography. I'm not really big on it because it's too much time. But I do photography. I've shot at New York Fashion Week a few times. I've gotten to actually. I shot at Tom Brady's ring ceremony last year. I got to shoot the goal. I'm
That's
not
crazy.
even a Patriots fan for real. Like, but you know, like I respect greatness. You know.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's pretty dope. I mean, like you said, you mentioned, any way you can kind of just get your foot in the door, working hard, making the money and all that. But
It's not even about the money. Though.
right, exactly. And I was gonna go into that. In terms of that, what would you say is the end goal then? Like, what is your ultimate kind of big picture goal? Kind of like what Bullet was
Eventually
getting
to
to.
give back, because like I mean now like I'm in a position like where I'm just working and stuff like that, and I want to invest and I want to save. Gotta try and make money all like different ways, because like times is tough out here, but like also like I want to be able to put myself in a position to give back to my family, my community and stuff like that. So eventually I like, if music takes me somewhere, that's cool. But if not, like, I know I'm very talented. Maybe music takes me to, like, I don't know, I end up acting on a show or something like that.
Yeah, it
Like,
opens other doors for you.
yeah, or like, just the people you meet. Like,
For sure.
you just never know who you're going to meet or who you run into and stuff like that. So, like, however I make money off that or whatever, I know I'm talented creatively, even if it's like I end up being like a photographer or something for like one of the local like professional teams, like
Yeah,
New England
for sure.
Patriots, Boston Celtics, because I like football and basketball.
Yeah.
But or just anything, like it's really anything I put my mind to and stuff like that. But like right now with the music, I'm pushing it, seeing where it goes, and if not, I'm smart. I could also work a 9 to 5 for the rest of my life, like 40 hours, and just. But in long as I'm gonna make enough money to give back to my community and stuff like that, like I try being a part of like what was it? A few years ago, I would help my friends with like a toy drive, like try and like get as much people as I could. It wasn't my toy drive or anything like that. Just try and help though. Like I was really busy because I was still working on music then and stuff. But like that's what it is too. It's like trying to have the time. It feels like sometimes like I can't be in 2 places at once and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But
So right now then, because I imagine sometimes it might be tough to juggle a lot of different things. What keeps you motivated through all this?
honestly, because I almost died at 17, so it's like I feel like I'm just built for it. Like, I'm destined to do something great. So it's like people that really go through like, you know what I'm saying, like that
Definitely.
that make it, they go through something great. So it's like, why not me? I I gotta keep working.
Yeah, for sure, man. Yeah, no, 100%, man. I mean, the mindset you have is something we couldn't imagine.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like you said, you definitely built for it, and you have that. So, that's dope, man. We definitely commend you for that, man. Even trying to push through and
Know
get
what I'm
into where
saying?
you are today, man, for sure. That's
'Cause,
dope.
like, can't let up. Like, just and having that happen and stuff like that, you're grateful.
Yeah.
Because, like, there are people that are, like, that are younger than me that died. Like, you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
for sure,
Like,
man.
So it's like, you gotta always wake up grateful.
Yeah, hell yeah, man, hell yeah. We respect that for sure, man. So we wanted to ask you just like if you could tell us more about your music, what you got out right now, what you're working on, stuff like that.
And where we can find it, stuff like that.
So you can find me on all platforms. Dilly Hendrix, DILLY, and then Hendrix with 2 X's. And I just dropped a new tape, All I Can Be, on my birthday, February 22nd, 1990. What were you saying? My whole thing.
With Social Security number next.
No, I'm sorry, man.
No, you good,
My
man.
head was still.
Happy
in the
belated birthday,
conversation
man.
Last time, man. My fault. I'm over here saying my whole age. I'm 27.
You good, bro?
I'm 26.
27.
No, I said I'm 26.
But
Not old.
but yeah. So what are you working on right now? What do you got out? What's coming?
So All I Can Be is what I just dropped.
Yeah.
That's what. I'm working on Deluxe right now, but honestly, after this, I want to take a break creatively because, as I was saying, it takes a lot out of me. So I need to take like a break for like till the summer and stuff. Like attrition. Like there were nights like that. Well, not even nights, like stretches. Like there was like a 3-week stretch where I was up like 30 hours every other day.
Yeah.
And I'm
You
not
said
even
on that one
exaggerating.
song.
Like you could like ask him. Like
Yeah.
there's no exaggeration to this. Like it's just straight work. Like I'm just straight up trying to get better at music. Like I said, because like I had a lot of things I had to work on.
Right.
And I'm not afraid to grow. So it's just like I'm gonna put in the work that I got to.
Right. You said on that one song, man, you stay up 24 hours on the regular. So I'm like, that's crazy if that's true.
I was gonna say. So then, what's your creative process?
Honestly, when I record and stuff like that, I'll probably like in the morning I'll probably make like a reference track and stuff like that. Then I'll even because I DoorDash on the side too. So I was because sometimes I'll engineer. Like I did engineering for a little bit for I had a little bit better because I didn't want to charge or overtax nobody. Like I'm at it, nothing crazy. And then I do photography for bread too. So, like not like nothing crazy, and because like I always want to see like I'm trying to create art. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to collab with no matter like anything I do, whether it's like the cover arts, like photography, music, videography. Like I'm trying to make ideas come to life, like the way I see them, like in my mind. I
Definitely.
guess. So it takes a lot of time and so like I'll make like a reference track. I might make 10 versions of that reference track, and I might put some different lyrics that I have for a different song that fit like the same thing and stuff like that, and just like it because it fits better. Like, and I do that because like I heard like Michael Jackson did that like before with like I think it was like Billie Jean or something like that.
Yeah.
He had like 13 different mixes, so it was kind of wild. So I just really try to take my time with it and stuff like that. Then I'll go to like a real like studio because like I have some great engineers. Shout out Montyville, and then shout out the Boiler Room, or Merc at the Boiler Room because he has like that thing's pristine in there, like it's like the palace. And they're just all like they work so hard and stuff like that at their craft too. So it's inspiring. My friends work hard at their craft, like it's inspiring, and I hope I inspire them just the way that they inspire me because like that's what it's all about.
Right. So with that process, you were saying like if you were to make multiple mixes, how long would that take you? Like if you were like, is it going to be a whole day? Like how long would that normally take?
That's a great question. So it depends. Sometimes it depends if I mix a song myself, because sometimes I mix the song myself and it might take like a day, or sometimes it might take like a couple weeks because then like I'm doing multiple versions on like the reference or whatever, and I might mix it a little bit and stuff like that. But I know that I'm gonna go to a studio and do it, so it's more or less about getting the repetition in and like just being ready to say it like when I go there and stuff the way I did back at home. So yeah, it's just been a process of that and figuring, and then like a lot of freestyling. So like when I went to college, like I used to like it was at UMean like when I first went.
Okay,
I went to
yeah.
UMean, then I transferred to Johnson Wales Improv, but I went to UMean and that was 4 hours away, and I used to come home every other weekend and stuff like that. So I'd be driving every other weekend, 4 hours there, so I'm freestyling the whole time until my mouth is like dry cotton mouth. Like, I can't even like, talk no more. And like, and I'm probably doing terrible half the time, like because I'm not at that point in time. I'm not even where I wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's just like I just had to keep working there, and it took me a while to understand like different flows and stuff like that, different pockets. I've always been like a pretty good writer, like I said, but it was really a flow issue, and I'm still getting the hang of it. I'm still not where I want to be at. I'm trying to improve every other day and stuff like that. But my music though, like I'm proud of my music. Like now, like you should be. I'm not the world's worst rapper no more. You feel me? I'm kind of nice, but I got to keep going, you know, because if not, you get complacent and stuff too. You can't like I don't care about none. Like I said, none of like the lights or whatever. Like the views. I do this. I try to make like the art that's in my mind, and if people like it, that's cool. If not, you know, then I gave it my all. You feel me? And then, like eventually, like bearing on how like this deluxe goes and like the rest of my album rollout goes, I'm probably gonna I might hang it up, but if not, you know, I'll be alright. Like I gave it my all. You know, like I put in a lot of time on this. So like.
How do you deal with like negative comments? Have you gotten negative comments? Do you see that a lot, or
honestly, I've had a lot of people like show fake love for real. Like I'm not even gonna lie. Like it's actually so like annoying. Like sometimes because like I've had people tell me that they like my music, and then later on like they just had a disagreement, and they was like, "Oh, you suck." Like I was just like, I'm like, "All right, bro. Like you know like." You
That's
crazy. Say that before. Like you came up to me on your own time and say like my music was alright. I'm like, come on. I'm like, alright.
Like he been wanted to say that.
Yeah, like just say it from the jump. Like it's not gonna hurt my feelings. Like it's feedback. Like you know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, that's how I look at it. And you gotta also look at who's saying it. Is it somebody that's in music? Is it somebody that's just a casual listener? Is it somebody that's mad at life that's just talking just to shit?
Bleep, bleep.
Talking just to shit.
Bleep, bleep.
All right.
It's okay. I make those mistakes like every other show.
That's like that reminds me. You know what that reminds me of, Willette? That reminds me of like when you're arguing with your partner. I feel like you be doing this.
Wow.
Like you get mad. You know what I mean? You get mad and then you start, you know, dissing your man, because that be happening to me a lot. So
first of all, I'm not even.
Now I'm fat and everything.
No.
Now
I'm not gonna.
I don't work out.
No, that's what
You
I'm
be
saying, but,
bullying Brittany.
Like,
the hell?
I've had like the most like randomest people do that, but then like I have like strangers show mad love, so it's like it's gonna always be like that to some degree. So it's like you gotta have thick skin and stuff, and it's like I'm 5'6". You know how much I've gotten made fun of for my height alone in life. Like I don't even care about that. So it's like at the end of the day, it's like it's not paying bills, it's not doing nothing. It's like
you're confident with you.
Yeah, I'm having fun. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like that's what it's all about. So
he has a good head on his shoulders. We gotta wrap it up. She been doing this little thingy with.
So one more thing before we go. Again, tell people where they can find your music, where they can find you at, see you, all that.
You can find me at Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. It's all the same thing. DILLY HENDRIXX, DILLY Hendrix with 2 X's. Go check it out. I just dropped a music video a couple days ago too, In the Rain. Because I was standing in the rain with all my pain.
I was like, in the rain.
But anyways, it's been great. I appreciate y'all for having me.
An
Like,
excellent
honestly,
guest.
I was telling my friend on the way up here, 3 a.m. Kai, like this is you guys are great here. You guys ask such great questions.
We appreciate
it,
man.
I can't appreciate y'all enough. And also shout out to my friends before me that put me on to y'all, Vaz and Jace.
Sure.
They're definitely great people.
Word, man. Word.
Also, my fault.
No, you good, bro.
So no, go ahead.
drew a
One more.
blank.
No, go ahead. One more thing.
I drew a blank. It's cool.
All right, on that note, y'all, we're going to get up out of here, man. We
I
appreciate you
know.
coming. Willette, thank you for showing up and being
yo,
here.
what
No,
the-
I didn't mean like that.
like, what is wrong with this
I'm
man?
just trying to fill the space. But anyway, we're going to wrap this up, man. We're going to catch y'all next week. The
First
Woo
of all, he was
508.
talking the whole time,
The Woo-
asking all the questions. He took
The
my
Woo-
intro. I
Asking
didn't
all
even
them
introduce
questions.
myself.
The Woo,
Asking
the
all
Woo
them
508. We'll catch y'all next week, man.
What's
we
this
out.
community connection?
Gonna feel me again. Roll me a bone. Step into the groove. Now you in the zone. Chill up on the hill. See what's going on.